The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Monday, down. You want it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Go, Chief. We're good.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards in every single game in an NFL season. So that's not just talent. That's durability. That's dependability. That's a guy who really wants to play each and every week. We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now, 185.
Lynch running the counter. Open space inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the gun, it's Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Carr. And Brown's got it for an Oakland touchdown. third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Carlson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
319.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Coney Ely in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 5. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Green.
On third down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Harris now to return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And there's a man they call AB. Always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but